Hello, History 120 WLS1 students. Just wanted to check in with everybody, and I don't think I've done any video announcements this semester. If I have, it's only been one or two. I try to do more than that, and one of the first things I was going to say today is that I apologize for not communicating as well as I would have liked to have this semester. Something I'm going to try to work on in future semesters. Lots of stuff going on, but a bit inconsistent with that with this class. And so again, apologies, but just thought it would be more effective to check in with a video here as we move towards the end of the semester with 1 week of regular classes left, and I'll clear up some things about that as we work through the video. I'll try to keep this relatively brief, but I got several things to go over. And just for a point of reference, I'm recording Friday afternoon, May 5th. So just for point of reference, if I mention dates or anything like that, we got to this a little sooner, got sidetracked by relocating a black snake that had caught twice trying to raid birds' nest around our house. So relocated him to a nearby field. Anyways, on to more pertinent things. Again, like I said, I apologize for lack of communication, and hope to try to do better with future classes. Haven't done as well as I've done in the past. Not so beneficial for you. I've kind of set things up, and I did this a couple weeks ago. I was hoping to get an announcement out, kind of getting you guys up to speed. And a lot of you probably noticed I've set things up. So the course, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I opened up the last remaining modules in the course and the assignments except for the final, so that people could kind of move at their own pace if they wanted to. If some people had some extra time and wanted to get ahead, they could do that. So everything except for the 2 parts of the final, everything in the class is open now for you to go through material and complete assignments. I'll talk more about the final in a few moments. So as I said, you can kind of move at your own pace. Hopefully that provides flexibility. I feel like that's one of the keys of online classes. I apologize for the glare off of my glasses. I am not a media production expert by any means. Module 14 is where we're at in terms of the calendar, or actually we're in Module 15. Module 14, I realized today that I did not enter the due dates in the Canvas settings. They were actually in the text directions, but I didn't have them in the Canvas settings, so they weren't showing up there. And so what I've done is, and backing up, the text directions indicated the assignments were both due Wednesday evening, which was April 4th, yesterday, 2 days ago, excuse me. So it would have been April 3rd. I'm going to extend that deadline. A lot of you already got those in, but in case that's a problem, I'm going to extend that deadline to before 10 o'clock Sunday evening. If you submitted, great job. If you haven't, you've still got a little room on that. And I try to be really flexible about that, especially if you communicate with me. Let me know if that's a problem. But the Module 14 assignments will be due, as I said, Sunday evening. I'm just moving some things over on my computer screen just so I can reference as I go along and provide you with some information. Bear with me just a minute as I type. I was in earlier, went away to do some things, come back, and I'm logged out. So see if I can get back in relatively quickly. Get through my authenticator here. And there I go. Apologize for that. Module 15 is the last module in the course. It is on the Civil War. That is open. All of the content there is one assignment, Module 15. That is a discussion board assignment. And make sure that you read the directions for that discussion board assignment closely. The assignment requires an initial post to the discussion board and 2 response posts. Be sure that you use the American Battlefield Trust website to research the battle that you select. Try to make sure there's tons of battles. It's an extensive website. They do a great job. Some very obscure battles that they have information on, but the information is very limited. So try to pick a battle that has a significant amount of information so that you can meet all of the requirements on the post. If you have questions about that, let me know. Also, before you write your post up, check the discussion board. I'd like to avoid multiple people posting about the same battle. So if somebody's posted on a battle, choose another. If something happens and we have duplicates, not a huge deal, but I think it makes for a more productive activity if we avoid duplication. So check out the post before you put that up. Your initial posts are due before 10 o'clock next Wednesday evening. That's May 10th. And response posts, you have to do 2 of those, are due before next Friday, May 12th, before 10 o'clock that evening. So that's the one assignment. That's the last regular assignment. Module 16 is just exam 4. I will have, and again, this is so you can work at your own pace. I know a lot of you have kind of moved ahead a little bit. The final exam will open up on Monday, May 8th. So that's just a couple days away after this weekend. That is so, like I said, if people want to get that out of the way so they can focus on other things, they can do that. So when you're ready, take the exam. Make sure you've gone through all the modules and worked through everything. It is due at 10 p.m. Thursday, May 18th. Typically, I make it due the evening before graduation. Graduation's Thursday, May 18th. I didn't catch that, so I'm just going to leave it. Gives me plenty of time to grade. I still have plenty of time before the deadline. And I don't think anybody is coming up against graduation. So that's Thursday, May 18th. The sooner you get it in, the better. And I'll get on that as quick as I can. The multiple choice part of that is just like all of the multiple choice sections we've had on previous exams. It is open resource. It is a 90-minute time limit, and you can take that twice. It only includes material that we've covered since exam 3. So it's just a regular multiple choice part of the exam. We'll get to the comprehensive part of the exam in a moment. But the multiple choice is just over material since exam 3. There's 27 multiple choice questions, 2 points each, so you can actually score 54 points, but I value it at 50. I'll adapt that or change that in Canvas after everybody's finished the test, so you could potentially get 4 bonus points. You can use resources. By the way, the pet tortoise is crawling around in her box behind me, so you may hear that. I apologize if that's a distraction. The document-based and essay part of the exam, also like previous exams, open resource, all the material you should need you should be able to find in the modules. There's a 105-minute time limit. On the document questions, there will be a document that comes from material that we've covered since exam 3. And then there's a couple questions related to that. And then there are 2 sets of essay questions. The first set of questions, there's 5 questions. You choose and answer 1. And those questions just cover material that we've covered since exam 3. The second set of essay questions, again, there's 5 questions. You choose 1, but these are comprehensive. So this is the comprehensive part of the course, which is required, a comprehensive part of the exam, which is required. They focus on big themes. So think about things like development of government, politics, constitution, leaders, slavery, women, and other underrepresented groups, westward expansion, industrial commercial development. Those are some of the big themes that might show up on the essay part of that. And again, open resource, everything you need should be found in the course. So that's what we've got left. Technically, and I mentioned that the exam is due the 18th. Technically, the OTC calendar shows that the exams for 14-week courses are to take place on the 13th, which is next Saturday. But I will extend that out to the 18th to give people flexibility. My grades are due at the same time they are for 16-week courses. If you can get it done before the 13th, obviously that's going to make your life easier and my life easier. But if you need until the 18th, I'll keep it open. I'll make sure the course stays open, so that's not a problem for anybody. I know I had a question about that, but I do that intentionally because I want to provide people as much flexibility as possible. And like I said, if you want to get on, take care of that before the 13th, I'm perfectly fine with that too. That's great. As you guys know, the multiple choice part will grade itself automatically. I'll grade the document essay questions as quick as I can. And that brings me up to grading. I'm behind again. I get caught up, and then all of a sudden I turn around and I'm behind. I will work on that. A small class, so hopefully I can catch up pretty quick. I still need to, and the first thing I'll grade is the material from exam 3. I get caught up, I focus on one class, I get focused in on that, and then I realize I'm behind in another class. And that's what's happened here. So I will try to get caught up as quick as I can. Hopefully by early next week, I'll have everything in there and you'll have a good idea of where you're at going into the final or the last exam. I may get a little grading done today, but it's getting late. I'm always ambitious about weekends. As I've said, this is my first year as retired from a full-time job, and because of that, I try to avoid doing too much schoolwork over the weekends, but I may have to do that some this weekend to get caught up. If somebody needs something right away for a reason, let me know, and I'll try to take care of that as quick as I can. Module 15, I have added some extra credit bonus assignments. There's 3 of those. There's a Module 15 321 extra credit assignment, a Module 15 Race and Reunion, the Civil War and American Memory 321 extra credit assignment, Module 15 the Politics of Reconstruction, the 321 extra credit assignment. This is an opportunity if you want to boost your grade a little bit. You can do that, although everybody's doing really well for the most part. But if you want to, you can do those. Those are not required. The Module 15 321 is just kind of a 321 over the whole module. The other 2, one has a video from Eric Foner, one has a video from David Blight talking about Reconstruction. They're 2 of the foremost leading scholars on Reconstruction and Civil War era. Some really interesting insights. Students that in the past have done that have enjoyed those videos. They're a little longer than what I typically use, but some good stuff. If you don't need it and are just curious, you're more than welcome to watch those. Some really good information. Technically, that's part of 130, but I just feel like it's really important. Reconstruction, in some ways, is just as important as the Civil War. Pardon that interruption. So Reconstruction is just as important as the Civil War, and at least touch on that a little bit. And if you're really interested, go ahead and take 130, and you should get into that in more depth. Again, what you can do if you're caught up, you can, with all your assignments, you can get some bonus points. If you're missing an assignment, what I'll let you do is do these assignments or whichever one of the assignments that you want, and you can use those points, and you can get up to 10 points for each of these since they're extra credit, but you can put those points, use them to offset something that's missing that you haven't turned in. If that's the case, make a note on the assignment. Let me know. That'll affect how I enter grades. And if you do that, then you won't go back and do the assignment you're missing. Hopefully that makes sense. I think it might be a little more pertinent for you than going back and trying to redo something from early in the course. I think that's about everything. I'm sure I'm missing something. Again, I apologize for not being as good about communicating. I like to do more of the video announcements. I try to be better, and I have most of the course tried to get out announcement reminders through the week about deadlines and due dates, but I've missed some of those. I do apologize for that. But if you need something between now and then, let me know. Get in touch with me, email, and I'll try to take care of things as quick as I can. I've really enjoyed the class. Some great work in the class. Sometimes late start classes have a pretty high rate of attrition. This class has not. Everybody's stuck it out, and that's great. I hope that you've gained something valuable from it, and if nothing else, your interest has increased and that you'll go on to learn on your own. Again, everybody's done a great job. I'll try to be a little better communicating here in the last week or so and let you know where I am with things and how things are unfolding. But again, if you need something, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up, and just one last time, let me know if you need anything, and great job, everybody. We're almost there. We can do this. We can make it. Take care.